This is AQA GCSE Chemistry. This is the Trilogy 2H higher paper from 2018, and this is question 6. The whole question will come up to begin, so you can pause, have a go for yourself, and then review. Here's 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, and finally 6.5, and there are 12 marks available in total. So for 6.1, bleach is a solution of sodium hypochlorite, NaClO. Chlorine gas is produced when it reacts with HCl. Give the test and result for chlorine gas. So you've come across this also in the electrolysis of sodium chloride solution or electrolysis of brine experiment. You use damp litmus paper, and if chlorine is present, the damp litmus paper is bleached. On to 6.2, figure 8 shows a sealed flask of sodium hypochlorite and hydrochloric acid at equilibrium. Explain why equilibrium is reached in this reaction. The forward and the reverse reactions are occurring at the same rate. That will always be the case at equilibrium. And we're not going to lose any products or reactants because it's in a closed system. It's sealed. Nothing can escape. Nothing can be added. On to 6.3, the stopper in figure 8 is removed and hydrochloric acid is added. The stopper is replaced. Explain what happens to the equilibrium. So, we need to look at the equation again that was provided in the question. We are adding more HCl. So the equilibrium is going to shift. If we change any condition, the system will act to oppose that change to get us back to equilibrium. It will shift, and it will shift to the right. Because I've added extra HCl, the system's going to try to reduce that by shifting to the right, so we've got less of the extra HCl. So that's going to give us more of the product, because when equilibrium shifts to the right, it gives us more products. And a new equilibrium is then established. On to 6.4, chlorine gas is also produced when hydrogen chloride decomposes, and it's an endothermic reaction. Predict the effect of increasing the temperature on the amount of chlorine gas produced at equilibrium. Explain your answer using Le Chatelier's principle. Well, the first thing to say is that the chlorine yield will increase. We will end up with more of it. And that's because the equilibrium has shifted to the right. And it's shifted to the right because increasing temperature always favours the endothermic reaction. If I increase the temperature on the system where the reaction is taking place, and the system wants to oppose it by bringing the temperature down, it's going to favour the reaction that takes heat energy from the surroundings. So increase will always favour endo, decrease will always favour exo. And finally, we have got here the effect of increasing pressure on this equilibrium. 2HCl going to H2 and Cl2. Well, the first thing to look at here is that I've got 2 moles in total on the left and 2 moles in total on the right. In an equilibrium reaction, if I increase the pressure, the system will try to decrease the pressure by favouring the reaction that leads to a reduction in the number of moles, and vice versa. In this case, we've got the same number of moles on both sides of the equation. So increasing pressure has no effect on the position of equilibrium. And that takes us to the end of question 6.